Hello everyone, and welcome to a new Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe tournament, hosted by John Megacycle. Thank you, John. This time, I made the scenario for the tournament, so in the first part of the video, I'll walk you through the map, and after that, I'll show you how I did playing it. I'll leave a download link in the description in case you want to play with it. Let's go! The theme of this scenario is Oasis. Here you can see why. It's a subtropical map with a big mass of water at the center, surrounded by grass, and all the rest is desert. That's the elevation. I used a height map for the terrain, trying to replicate dunes, but it's probably closer to a Mars landscape. Anyway, this is the town list. All towns in the map, including these two near the lake, require water and food to grow. Also, having this narrow strip of rainforest not only impacts towns but also industries, as some of them can only be built on grass. Those are fruit plantations, rubber plantations, farms, factories, and lumber mills, which need to be funded by the player. That means that over the course of the game, only a small number of these industries will be available. I think 5 of each is the maximum. Let's take a look at the game settings. Infrastructure maintenance is on, maximum train length is 12, and breakdowns are off. And now let's take a look at the new GRFs. First, Arabian town names, added for thematic purposes, which is a new GRF I made a while ago, available in the game's online content repository, just like the other two. Next is Wanneroo all engines in all climates, which already says what it does. I added it because some folks hate the default subtropical engines. And finally, and most importantly, the base costs mod, for making the game a bit more challenging, or balanced if you will. So, for this scenario, building bridges, tunnels, funding industries, and all the actions with the local authorities, such as building a statue or bribing, costs double the base price. Terraforming is 4 times more expensive, and clearing water is 8 times more expensive, which I think fits the theme quite well. So, blowing up a single water tile costs 120,000 euros or dollars, and raising a whole square of land is near 2 millions. Water is precious. That's the scenario for the tournament. Now, let's take a look at how I played it. Here we are, the game has ended, it's paused. That's how the tournament script works. Right, I started with a classic passengers and mail line, running from Al Me'arat to Basra. I'm sorry, I'm probably mispronouncing them. These towns won't grow, but they are big enough to provide a steady income, which is what you are looking for at the start of the game. Once built, I basically forgot about it, and came back later just for adding these 2 diamond mines nearby. Next, I went for copper ore. Why? Because my plan was to use a factory, this one right here, to collect not only copper but also the other accepted cargoes, using ships. These are the copper lines. And if we walk around the lake, we can see all the rubber plantations and lumber mills, and all the ships going through. I used lots of ships. Let's see. 91 ships. Not bad. Down here I did a similar thing with this factory, but only for the copper. These are the lines. Okay. At first, I transferred all the goods to the other factory, but it was too much. The existing goods line couldn't cope with it, so I built a transfer station here with its own separate railway line, running parallel to the other goods line towards the same destination near the edge of the map. A better option would have been to build the transfer station here, next to this factory, so I could have diverted some of the boats here to balance the goods better. If we look at the cargo flow on the minimap, you can see how most of the freight is moved through this factory hub, and I struggle to ship all the goods produced. Here you can see the difference between goods produced and goods transported. So, in the end, not a bad run for me. Here are my company stats, and here is my storybook. I had a very good time designing the scenario and then playing it, and I can't wait to see how the other players did. And if you'd like to participate in these tournaments, just join John Megacycle's Discord and sign up for the next one. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching, and see you at the next tournament.